Hey everyone, PowerStars321 here with something new for my channel. I'm going to start doing top 10 lists, thus taking away any uniqueness I had as a YouTuber. Anyways, Mario. Just Mario. The single most famous video game character of all time. Hey, get that out of here. I'm talking about Mario. Anyways, I've decided to compile a list of my favorite Mario games, particularly main series games, so no Mario Kart or Mario Party as much as I love those games. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Number 10. Now, I'm aware I may get flack for putting what most consider to be one of Mario's best games, and arguably the best 3D Mario game, this low on the list. Truth be told, I found this game to be extremely overrated. Don't get me wrong, the graphics are amazing, the music's nice, the spear walking is cool and innovative, but it's not the game everyone says it is. It's fun and innovative, but I personally think it was more for testing the waters than anything else. I haven't played the sequel, so I don't know how it was improved upon, but most people seem to say the first was better, which isn't a good sign. Anyways, something else I enjoyed about the game was the new and unique characters. Rosalina's awesome and mysterious, and I'm growing on the idea of having her in Smash 4. The Toad Brigade keeps me laughing, and the Lumas are interesting ways to access secret worlds. Overall, it's still a great game, just not the great game. Number 9. Black sheep of the entire franchise, everyone. Mario 2. Now, instead of releasing the Japanese Mario 2 over here because of us weakling Americans, they took Doki Doki Panic and slapped Mario characters on it. Now, you probably knew that, but a less-known piece of trivia is that Doki Doki Panic was originally pitched as the Japanese Mario 2. It was a co-op demo with the same vegetable-throwing antics as in the final, but Miyamoto felt that Mario 2 should be more, well, Mario-like. So the game was scrapped, but then salvaged for a deal Nintendo made with the TV company, and the rest is history. In my opinion, outside of the original Mario 2, this may be one of the hardest Mario games. I haven't been able to get very far, yet it keeps me wishing I could. It's hard, but in a good way. Overall, it's a pretty interesting game. Number 8. Mario's foray into the third dimension inspired everyone in the industry from Naughty Dog to Valve. It's an expansive game, and rather than a straightforward trek through the Mushroom Kingdom, there's a good bit of exploring involved. Special note must go to the DS remake, which added in Yoshi, Luigi, and Wario as playable characters, thus making a great game better, and not to mention portable. It was a fantastic and highly innovative transition into the third dimension, and did to 3D platformers what the original Super Mario Bros. Did to 2D platformers. Number 7. Man, this game was hyped, and for good reason. For the first time, 4 people could play Mario at the same time instead of sitting around the person with the controller, waiting for them to die so they could get a turn. Finally, they thought, the game would be more fun than ever. In fact, it would also be even easier. Or would it? The reason I love the multiplayer of this game is that instead of strengthening friendships like everyone thought it would, it tore friendships to the ground. Everything was going fine when all of a sudden someone accidentally took someone else's mushroom and a fight broke out. Everything was going fine when all of a sudden Luigi jumped on Mario's head and sent him into a bottomless pit. Everything was going fine when all of a sudden you and your best friend played this game. Oh, I'm sorry. Ex-best friend. It was that frustrating, and we loved it for that reason. Number 6. Ah yes, the cash cow that started it all, New Super Mario Bros. This is one of the Mario games I have the most memories of. I borrowed my brother's copy and endlessly tried to beat the final castle, which neither me or him had been able to beat, despite him having more skills than me. I tried for hours, and then I finally did it. It was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had while playing a Mario game, and I still love coming back to this one once in a while. It's just a great game with tons of memories behind it for me. Number 5. Many people just disregarded this game as Nintendo being lazy and not living up to the new that's right in the title of these games. And who could blame them? There was nothing new about this game. Well, there was that coin gimmick, and what an enjoyable gimmick it was, but even still, this game was just kind of there. Although, in my opinion, this is where Nintendo perfected the New Super Mario Bros. Formula for a single-player game. It was fun, the level designs were better than ever, and the coin gimmick was mindless destruction. I mean, you've just turned every brick into money, but it was so satisfying. Even better was when you got a gold flower and hit a Koopa with it, and then you throw that shell and there was a gorgeous trail of coins. It's things like that that make this game for me. Number 4. the game that started it all. Oh no, besides those two. It was generally just a great platformer. Despite what I said when I talked about New Super Mario Bros. Wii, there's just something about the multiplayer, especially if the other person's really good. You're just waiting for when they finally slip up and you can play. Just fall down some bottomless pit or skid into a Goomba, just anything. But yeah, the gameplay is solid. The first level is one of the most famous in all of gaming, and aside from it being innovative, it's just fun to play. Number 3. Now, I may be sacrificed to the great gaming gods for putting what many consider not just to be the best Mario game, but possibly the best game of all time this low on the list. Don't get me wrong, I love this game to pieces. In fact, it was the first game I ever played. I have so many memories of playing this game. It's kind of overrated, and there's 2 that I think can top it. Even still though, this game has great graphics, music, level design, gameplay, everything. This is where Nintendo began to perfect Mario, and it's the reason we have the 2 games that topped it. Number 2. Whoa. How could he put Mario 3D Land above both Galaxy and the last of the original trilogy? Because to me, 3D Land is everything people said Galaxy was. Innovative, check. Staying true to the roots, check. Just being generally fun to play, check. This game was like a collage of all the best elements of Mario 3 and Mario Galaxy thrown together, and in fact, it was developed by the same team as Galaxy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where the 3D Mario formula became absolutely perfect. But what could top the best 3D Mario game? Number 1. The best 2D Mario game. Challenging, good looking, good sounding, and the most fun Mario game I can think of, this one has solid everything. Beating the final castle is, to date, one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in any video game. The music, despite being literally all variations on the same thing, is amazing and fits every area. Every time I died, I refused to let the game beat me until I was done. Take into account the special world, and this is the best Mario game of all time, in my opinion. What's your favorite Mario game? Leave the answer in the comments. Also, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm actually going for 100 subs right now, so I'd love for you to help. Anyways, this has been Power Stars, and I have been a top 10 list. Peace.